Welcome to Galata Port, Istanbul's vibrant waterfront destination where history meets modernity. Today, I'll take you on a walking tour of this iconic area, showcasing its fascinating monuments, historical buildings, and the vibrant life it offers. Walking through Galata Port, you feel the pulse of Istanbul. From the art galleries to the charming cafes, every corner tells a story. Once a bustling trade port, Galata Port has been reimagined into a world class destination for visitors. Here, you'll find a blend of history, art, and luxury. Galata Port Istanbul is capable of accommodating 3 ships and 15,000 passengers a day, and the infrastructure lets it accommodate Oasis class cruise ships, which are the world's largest vessels with more than 8,000 passengers, including crew. If you're staying near Taksim, then you can take the F1 funicular from Taksim to Kabatash and then just walk across and the port is there. If you're coming from Sultan Ahmed area, then you can take the tram T1 to Tufani station and then the tram stops right in front of the Galata port. From Galata Tower, you can walk, it's a short 20-minute stroll downhill. The Kilik Ali Pasha Mosque is located at the eastern side of Galata Port near Tufani tram station and the start of Karakoy area. This landmark is actually a complex made up of a mosque, madrasa, hammam, and fountain. The mosque traces its history back to the late 1500s and was built by famed architect Mimar Sinan, who was in his 90s when he worked on the project. Sinan was the same architect who built the Sultan Ahmed Mosque in Istanbul's old city. The Kilik Ali Pasha Hammam is still working to this day and underwent an extensive renovation that aimed to restore the hammam's original splendor. During the Ottoman period, Tufani Square was one of the busiest and most active centers of Ottoman Istanbul. The square was in the middle of very important monuments: City Port, Kilik Ali Pasha Mosque Complex, Arsenal and Military Barracks, and Nusretiye Mosque Complex, in order to provide water for travelers coming from the city port and running water for praying people's washing needs. Sultan Mahmud I commissioned a large public fountain to be placed in Tufani Square in 1731. 1 year later, in 1732, architect Kaisar Mehmet Aga finished the construction of the Tufani fountain and it started to function. The Istanbul Modern Art Museum is without a doubt one of the top Galata Port attractions. The museum covers 5 floors with hundreds of works from both Turkish and international artists. The ground floor has a spacious library, cafe, and gift store, while the upper floors contain exhibits and workshops. Located just a few steps away from Istanbul Modern is Galata Port's historical landmark, the Tufani Clock Tower, also known as Nusretiye Clock Tower. This beautiful neoclassical tower was completed in 1848 and is one of the oldest of its kind that still stands in Istanbul. Right behind the clock tower is another historical attraction in Galata Port, the Nusretiye Mosque. This ornate mosque was built in the early 1820s and was the first major work by architect Krikor Balyan. The Balyan family built the Dolmabashi Palace, Cheraga Palace, and Belerbi Palace. Tufani Clock Tower is located at between Istanbul Modern Arts Museum and Istanbul Museum of Painting and Sculpture. A mysterious green building hidden amongst the landscape is the Tufani Pavilion, which was built by the British architect William James Smith in 1852. The building served sultans during their inspection of the military facilities in Tufani and was also used to welcome foreign state officials arriving at the city by sea. With a total investment value of 1.7 billion, Galata Port Istanbul has been designed with a horizontal open-air urban planning approach with accessible low-rise buildings in harmony with the historical texture of the area. Galata Port houses the finest works of modern art in Turkey with the Istanbul Museum of Modern Art and Mimar Sinan University Istanbul Museum of Painting and Sculpture, both of which are located inside its premises. The port also features a total of 230 food and beverage and retail stores. The sprawling cruise port complex also has a mall, commonly referred to as a Galata Port Mall. The main shopping area of Galata Port consists of dozens of open air shops, boutiques, brand name stores, and much more. You can walk along the waterfront promenade, which is over a kilometer, and you can enjoy the beautiful view of Bosphorus. And it looks equally beautiful in the daytime and also at night time. The palace, Hagia Sophia, Blue Mosque. Galata Port features a hatch system, the first of its kind in the world, and a 29,000 square meter underground terminal, both of which have already received great praise. The hatch system separates the customs and security areas when there is no ship berthed at the port, creating a temporary customs area and keeping the promenade open to public. Thanks to this innovative application, the amazing Karakoy shoreline, which had been closed to public access for around 200 years, is becoming one of the premier walkways in the city. Galata port is more than 110,000 square meters and with so many opportunities to shop, eat, and explore. For food lovers and shopaholics, Galata Port offers a unique mix of traditional Turkish flavors and modern retail experiences. The Galata port is an enjoyable stroll away from the historical ports of Eminönü and Karaköy. Galata port is where Istanbul's timeless history meets its vibrant present. I hope you enjoyed this tour as much as I did. Until next time, happy travels.